So, we all know what's gonna be down here. Awful remake, cut content, so much lore building is just missing from this game. It's annoying as a fan of the OG, which goes up here, by the way. It's a massive disappointment. There's good things. I do like the chemistry between Jill and Carlos. Carlos is definitely way better in this game than he is in this game. The music's good. It has a decent soundtrack, better than 2 remakes in my opinion. But it's just, like, as a remake, which is what I look at it as, I can't not look at it as a remake. It's supposed to be a fucking remake or reimagining. It's shit. Oh, hit. Yes, I did Launchpad. Yes, I did. The post-game content is basically non-existent. They didn't even try with Carlos's OG skin. Like, they just changed his hair. He's not even wearing the correct fucking color scheme that he does in the original. There's no epilogues. There's, like, Jill had like 1 billion costumes in the original game. Where the fuck are her 1 billion costumes in post-game? Nemesis is essentially a cutscene the whole game. No Gravedigger. Jill doesn't get to go to the RPD, which is a fucking sin. They get 2 games and this one's God tier. But, like, I hate this game. It makes me so mad. And RE9 as well. RE9 coming out. Is RE9 here? Yes. RE9 has really solidified my stance on this game being a pile of shit. Because, like, we get to explore Raccoon City in the fucking daylight as Leon in RE9. Why wasn't Jill doing that in RE3 Remake? Like, she should have been fucking doing. Like, I know you could view 4 Remake and 9 clearly as, like, an apology, because 4 Remake's the best remake, in my opinion. And then 9 with the extra shit with the spiders and all that. Like, you can view it as an apology. Maybe it is an apology, but nah. The damage is done, in my opinion. It's done. This game needs to be nuked, put in the bin, be buried in cement for all eternity, have the sun blow up, have RE3 Remake blow up with it. That's what we need. In a million years, but that's what we need. It was never daylight. It was never September 28th daylight. It's the first, like, fucking thing you hear in the fucking in-game when you start RE fucking 3. Aside from the the cutscene. That's the first fucking thing. After you escape the zombies, September 28th, daylight. The monsters have overtaken the city. Hello, what is that in the remake? Hey, there wasn't a lot of extra content. For $7, you liked it? Ugh. But anyway, so my top 5. Ooh. Honestly, I think it's this. Code Veronica, 4 Remake, Requiem, 3 OG, Outbreak. Hog? W? S plus / top 5. Top 5. Okay. And then and then this would be S, and then 6 to 10, which I always struggle to come up with what I like after these ones. So I definitely love RE1. I love RE5. I love 0. Rev 2. And then what's the order here? Oh, you won? Aww. GG's. Honestly, this game has been bumped up so much. This was in my top 3 3 weeks ago, but now it's like thinking about it. Yeah, no. I think I like it more than 5. But this one's really moved a lot in the last couple weeks. Do you beat the game? Good. Yeah. Absolute trash. 3 remake is absolute trash. See, I think this is probably my 6 to 10. And then A rank would be like games that are really good. They're just not in my top 10. This is where it's probably gonna get fucking controversial on YouTube, if anything. But at the end of the day, I'm entitled to my opinion. I like what I like. I played every single fucking game in the franchise, minus Mercenaries, which is just a Mercenaries minigame. Fuck Resistance, fuck playing that. I enjoy the Chronicles games, but not as much as I enjoy these games. And then I don't hate 6. But dare I? Horror, I love a better Claire game. Wait, no, that's not Darkside Chronicles. You're Darkside Chronicles. Controversial. I don't hate RE7. Like 3 years ago, this would be in the trash, but I'm not like the biggest fan. Village, honestly, for a while there, Village was in my top 10. Like high, like maybe 8 to 10. But I kind of don't care about it anymore. It's better than 7. It's better than Operation Raccoon City. But I don't really care about Village anymore. Like, it's good! Like, Code Veronica's just... I love Code Veronica. I'll explain why I love Code Veronica soon, but this... I just want to, like, put these in places and then just get everyone mad. I think I like Dead Aim more than Survivor 2. But then... I'll probably reword these two, actually. Really good. They're enjoyable. They're okay. And then yeah, Code is like, if you have a bad playthrough your first time, you come back to it, like, your opinion might be different on it because you have like a bit of experience with it. Actually, I think I like 2 OG more than 1 remake. And this is where people are gonna get mad on YouTube, because God forbid I have a fucking opinion. I honestly don't really care for 1 remake. I really don't. It's a really good game, hence it being, I guess, top 15. But I honestly do not care about it. Like, 1 OG is far superior, in my opinion. In my opinion, it is far superior. Yeah, far superior. I've had these two next to each other in the past, and I remember in a stream, it did annoy someone. But like, I don't care about RE4. It was the second game I played in the series, but I don't care. It's just there. It's fine. I get why people like it. I get why it was a revolutionary game from the time, at the time. But I don't like it that much. I love the fucking remake. Hence it being my second fucking game, my favorite game in the series. I just don't care about 4. You know? I enjoy playing randomizers for it, but that's about it. You know? Yeah, sounds like it's my opinion. Yeah. Exactly. That just means you understand what perfection is. It was and always will be the greatest game of the franchise. Fake Ari fan. Okay, Shonen. Okay, buddy. But yeah, Code Veronica was the first game in the series I played. I don't remember how I felt about it when I first played it. I started to like it once I started getting into the franchise, once I started playing a lot of other games. I think at some point I just went, yeah, nah, I love this game. I don't remember. But one day I woke up and said Code Veronica is my favorite, and it's been my favorite ever since. 4 Remake is the best remake in my opinion. The gameplay is so fun. It is so fucking fun. Leon is great. Mods for it are great. It has fun replayability. Great replayability. I honestly do think it's the best remake we've had. It's the best game in the series, in my opinion. And then, yeah, Requiem. I'd say I like the gameplay and like the combat in 4 Remake more. I do like the story a lot more in Requiem. But, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I have about 50 hours in RE9. And then I got 600 on Steam for 4 Remake plus 400 on console. I have 1,000 hours in RE4 Remake. So I got 1,000 hours comparing to 50 hours. I need to play Requiem a lot more to really decide which one's better, in my opinion. But it's a big difference. 1,050. Hey, some dude, how you doing? It's fine. Yeah, it's just fine. Yeah. Most nostalgic, and that's fine. RE3 OG, I don't really remember much about my first playthrough, but when it comes to the OG trilogy, I love 3 the most, which is why I'm so passionate about my hatred for RE3 Remake, because I fucking love this game. Like, I love RE3, it's such a great fucking game. And again, it just makes me more bitter about this. And then 4 Remake, back to 4 Remake. This game is fucking perfect. Like, everything is in it, minus the lava room. And then what wasn't in the main game is in separate ways, which people complain about it costing money, but like, for some people, separate ways was longer than this fucking game. How is a DLC longer than a main game that cost $110 in Australia? How? How does that work? How does that work, guys? How? So separate ways also cemented my hatred for this game because, bruh. But yeah. They just that's awesome. 3's the most fun. 3's the most fun out of the bunch. Yeah, Leon is very OP. And then Outbreak. This is a recent like thing. Like if you watch, not that I have any, I think on social media, but back maybe 3 years ago, I probably would have had Outbreak here. So I didn't really play it much. But honestly, Outbreak is so fucking good. The music's great. Like, I play solo. I've only played with people on 2 separate occasions. But most of my playtime with Outbreak 1 and 2 is solo. And, like, it's a fantastic game. I love it so much. I do wish Capcom would remake it or port it or do something with Outbreak. Outbreak's so good. Fucking love Outbreak. Leon would win Shonen, go on. He's dead. You wish. Yeah, look, the fact that Leon can parry everything is insane in Requiem. But yeah, say this is my top 5. So you got the old games, you got fixed camera, tank control, and then you got them recent modern games. So like, I like everything. You know, there's a balance here. You can parry a rocket. Yes, you can. Outbreak is a hidden gem. And then yeah, technically my 6 to 10 changes, but I love RE1 OG, so much. Like, it's the first game in a series. The voice acting, I like. That's one thing that doesn't make me like the remake much. Like, yes, it added content, obviously looks better, sounds better, you know, all that shit. But the dialogue, like, it doesn't have the charm that the first game has. Like, the dialogue's similar. They do say a lot of things in a similar way, but it's just serious. Like, the tone is just so different. Whereas in 1OG, it's funny, it's charming, it's stupid. This game's a bit more serious in its tone, and I don't really vibe with that personally. Yeah, Jill sandwich line, it's iconic. And then, yeah, Barry says, oh, you could have fit nicely into a sandwich. It's like, doesn't have the same appeal, you know? Barry shonen, do it. Yeah, Outbreak 2 is a hard time of it. Yeah, Outbreak 2 is pretty hard. I'd argue the scenario is a lot harder. Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring to it. Yeah. That's if it's even good. Like, I do worry Code Veronica Remake won't be done well. I hope I'm wrong. And RE0, I love RE0. There are lots of parts of it that are annoying, and I do mention it when I do play, especially not as Wesker. But Wesker mode was such a great addition to the remaster. The music's great. The game is so pretty. It's so gorgeous. The most prettiest, visually like good, like fixed camera angle game we have in the franchise. The bosses leave a lot to be desired. Oh, just giant bugs and insect, you know, all that. But I love RE0. I think it's a really good game. I imagine a remake will fix everything that I have problems with. Hi, Tree. Yeah, like add an item box or something. I think they will too, Sarah, and I worry about that. I don't like Crimson Heads, but it's a fact that outside of Operation Raccoon City, we haven't seen them since. If they're meant to be like the middle between zombie and liquor, why haven't we seen them since? It's the same T-virus, is it not? Yeah, fuck the monkeys, fuck the eliminators. And your phone died, that's not good. 2 remake, yeah, this used to be my top 5, but it's one of those things where, like, at the time, it was a great game. It is still a great game, but the B scenario is severely lacking. So I'm thinking too for Code Veronica, yeah. But like I haven't gone back to this since playing 9, but I feel like it would be a bit rough going back to this. Just how like primitive the gameplay is, which makes sense. Obviously Leon, you know, he's not a fucking pairing machine when he's 21, but it's like, I feel like it'd be a lot harder to go back to this game, like, considering like how these games are. Reverse is... I don't even know how to describe it. But you got 5 people in the game, kill them, get the most points, win. Lol. Pretty much it. I do like to remake. I just don't like it as much as I used to. RE5, honestly, I love RE5. Like, it is the true sequel to Code Veronica. You play Code Veronica, you get the end, you know, all the cool shit happens there. That game is the reason Chris looks like this. He almost died. And he kind of went, yeah, nah, I'm going to go to the gym or get steroids and try to kill Wesker with my hands. Like, that's this game. RE5 is the sequel to Code Veronica, which is why I hope they don't do an RE5 remake, because then you're missing out on so much fucking context for Wesker and Chris's rivalry. Like, it builds up in Code Veronica and it explodes in RE5. And like, I don't care about Sheva that much. Like, I would have rather this game been what it was originally going to be, just a one-player Chris-only game. I would have preferred that. That probably would have been a bit better in my opinion. But I love the story. I always get so hyped when we get to the Wesker Jill fight and everything with Wesker at the end. Like, the last half of the game is just so fucking good. The ship, but like, it's mostly just all so fucking good. The music's great, and Yeah, it's a sequel to Code Veronica. I love that. How dare I what? What, Jazza? How dare I what? No, I love Survivor. And I like, aside from these two, I've played every game in the series a lot, and I really love the bad games. Yeah, we don't have a modern remake with Chris in it yet. Accidentally, okay. I don't care about Sheva. I don't. I really don't. I don't. Raw egg diet? Yeah. Rev 2, I love this game. I love Barry. He's one of my favorite characters in the series, even though we don't see a lot of him overall. But I fucking love Barry. I love the ties to RE1OG. In the remake, Barry never says, I have this. But then at the end of Rev 2, if you get best ending, he says that! He says the fucking line before he goes and kills Alex. It's so cool! Like, that's fan service, man. It makes me so happy when he just goes, I have this, don't worry, or whatever. Like, it's so cool! He doesn't say it in the remake. He says it in the OG. This game is referencing the OG, and I love that. I love it. I love Rev 2. Game is Pog. I just wish it was longer. There's going to be a PSP game, but it never came out. And then, yeah, 11 to 15. I have this. Don't know if I'm committed with this lineup. Gaiden does seem a bit high, doesn't it? But I do love Gaiden. I fucking love Gaiden. No memeing. The RE2 OG, I do like it a lot. I love the zapping system. It introduces Leon and Claire. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about RE2. I do really like it. I just don't love it, love it, love it, love it, you know? Music. But it's good. It has replayability, all the extra modes you can unlock, and then, you know, A, B, so now you got 4 scenarios in one game. Like, it introduces so much to the world. Obviously, it's a sequel, so it kind of has to do that if you want to, like, continue the longevity of the series or try to make something with it at the time. So it opens up so much, expands on a lot of stuff that gets continued in future games. You know, Claire's looking for Chris. That's Code Veronica. Yeah, it being on N64, almost like every single thing in it is insane. Like, how the fuck did they do that? Yeah. And then Gaiden, like, for a lot of people, this game probably would be considered trash or or never played. But I honestly love Gaiden. And I think it's because everyone hates it that makes me adore it so much. Like, it's a Game Boy Color game. Like, what do you expect it to be? It wasn't gonna be like RE1 Remake. Like, they did the best they could with the hardware it was on. It does its best to, like, be a Resident Evil game at the time. It was also, like, the 6th RE game to come out, so, you know. They're still kind of figuring out what they wanted to do with the series. Hey Radical, welcome in. Thanks for the raid. There's Survivor 2. It didn't come out on PS2 in America, but for PAL and NTSCJ it exists. Hydra Water, holy shit. How's the stream? Welcome in. Hi Misfit. Hello. How was Requiem? We just got the 100% on Steam, so now I figure since I played the game a bunch of times, platinumed it twice, it was time to do a tier list that might make people mad on YouTube, if anything. I think this is gonna piss off YouTube. God forbid a person has a fucking opinion about a favorite franchise. But anyway, hi, how you doing? How's the stream? Oh, was it crashing for you? It was crashing for me too, but then it worked after I booted it up again, so that's weird. Do you have any mods on it? Better visuals in RE5. It didn't even fucking exist yet. Music. Welcome everyone, I'm Cherry, survival horror stream from Australia. I love Resident Evil, I love survival horror, I love Silent Hill, marathons, randomizers, all the good stuff. I play every single RE game, minus Mercenaries, because I don't have a 3DS. and I can't seem to get the emulator working. But other than that, you'll catch me speedrun practically all of these games all the time, and then some. Some troubleshooting. Really? That's so weird. Sorry it was crashing for you, but I'm glad you're able to do some community games instead. The 3DS, I don't know. I don't know how expensive the 3DS is. But yeah, Gaiden, it has Barry and Leon. My favorite characters in the fucking franchise are in Gaiden. And while Gaiden isn't canon, how it ends pretty much implies Leon's dead or he's a tyrant, one of the two, both of them. So he doesn't have green blood in RE4 OG, so Gaiden's not canon. But the thing with Gaiden that no one ever talks about is that elements from this game were both reused in both Rev titles. An effective ship, ship that's affected, Revelations 1. You play as Barry, you find a girl that can sense bioweapons, you adopt her at the end of the game, Revelations 2. Like, Gaiden lives on through Rev 1 and Rev 2. And you don't even know that if you played Gaiden. But I like it. You can self-log easily. It's a fun speedrun. The music's a fucking bop. I love Gaiden. I own 3 copies of it. Stunned up. About to add Dead Rising. Shit, you're right. Survivor, you know, I think maybe I like File 2 more than Survivor. But File 2, like, same stuff to File 1. But, I just enjoy File 1 a lot more than File 2. I'll say I like the environments a lot more in this game. Like, I like the zoo. Going back to the RPD is very, very cool. But I enjoy the first one a lot more. I'll snooze. Yeah, this is my last snooze, so I do apologize. I do like Rodney. I love the NPC Rodney's voice acting. I just bought a MacBook Pro. Oh, damn. I wanted a Vita? Really? I still need a Vita. I want a Vita. Okay. So, yeah, Fallout 2. Some better stuff than the first game, but overall, I like the first game a lot more. Survivor is one of those games that, again, like a lot of people will probably put it down here, but it's not that bad. It's the first-person RE game in the series. It's supposed to be canon. Ark Thompson here is supposed to be besties with Leon S. Kennedy, but I guess with the facility being called Ark and RE9 and Leon never mentioning the fact that he has a bestie named Ark probably implies that maybe he doesn't exist anymore, or they aren't friends, or Ark is a liar. One of the three. But this game has something that RE3 Remake doesn't have, and that's replayability. You can go there's a lot of paths you could take. If you go through one door in one playthrough, like the second playthrough, you can go through another door, get a different cutscene, a different like enemy encounter. There's RNG in it. I speedrun the game. I do the same route every single time, but it's different enemies every single time. Sometimes I'll get hunters in one room, I'll get lickers in the next playthrough. Like, it's complete random RNG, which is present in 3 OG, but not 3 Remake. Holy shit. There's a pattern here. This game's fun. The voice acting is the worst in the series, 100%. It is fucking awful. But this game is charming in its weird way. We don't know much about the development time for this game. It's a mystery. We don't even know who the voice actors are, if I'm not mistaken. This game was just kind of made, put out on PS1. That's it. There's your Survivor. But I like it. I enjoy Survivor quite a lot. And then one remake, like, it is a really good game. I just don't care for it as much as I do these other games. And again, that's my opinion. But great remake. I love the extra content. Game is nice to look at. The extra game modes are cool. Invisible enemy mode is a really cool addition. Real Survival is brutal but cool. The Crimson Heads were a nice addition. Just a shame we haven't really seen them since. Yeah. It's a solid game. And then, like, I kind of put the Chronicles games together. I like Umbrella Chronicles more, but that's just because Darkside Chronicles is quite painful to play. The camera is fucking abysmal. While I enjoyed I enjoyed Darkside Chronicles story more, like Operation Javier and all that. Umbrella Chronicles is more easier to play. It doesn't make you feel like shit. It doesn't give you bad motion blur at all. But they are cool. They're good. Decent retellings, although RE3's retelling is fucking dog shit. Code Veronica's retelling cuts half the fucking content out of it, which annoys me. But they're fine. I would like to see these games come back, maybe be in VR or something. Make a new Chronicles game. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Yeah, no, so it was a good time. RE6, like, I know RE6 being above 4 is probably pissing off so many people, but at the end of the day, not that I play RE6 a lot, like, I don't really play it much these days. I enjoy it a lot more than 4. The combat is way better than 4. It's an evolution of 4's gameplay, and 5's. It's my list at the end of the day, that is true. I enjoy Leon's campaign the most. The fact that this is the first game at the time that we get like a proper Ada like thing that's longer than 30 minutes, because Separate Ways in the OG is pretty fucking short. Like, it was cool. It was cool to play as Ada. They introduced Wesker's son, which they haven't done anything with since. We got Sherry coming back. That's a nice surprise. I cannot snooze yet anymore. I apologize. Chris's arc is pretty strong, although I don't enjoy playing as him. Like, Chris's section is the weakest in my opinion. But like, overall, like, this game is fine. It's overhated. Like, if you want to hate a game for putting action into the series, realistically, you should be hating RE2 or RE3, RE4. But 5 and 6 always get the short end of the stick, and I don't get why, when they are just an evolution of RE4's gameplay and combat. Why does no one shit on RE4 when these games are just a better version of RE4? Yeah, Chris gameplay is very meh. I know G mess. Oh. Thanks for the sub, crew, thank you. More music. But, like, 6, there is a lot of shit going on in 6. There's too many explosions. The quick time events are obviously fucking tedious. But, like, this game isn't as bad as people say it is. It's not bad. RE4 is okay. I did play it a lot on iOS. I think that was my real first experience of RE4 back in 2011. Like, I don't mind it, but I just don't care about RE4. The randomizers are fun. I haven't tried any difficulty mods. I watched Spark play Rising of Evil. I will personally never fucking touch that. Fuck that mod. But, like, I just don't care. I don't care. Ashley's fucking irritating. She is awful in this game. This game also just cuts Umbrella. Like, cuts that arc dead. You had RE3, RE2, Code Veronica all end with, hey, we gotta take down Umbrella, which you'd think would be building up to some kind of game where, like, maybe everyone's all together, like RE6 style before RE6, and they take down Umbrella. But we don't get that. This game opens, 1998, Umbrella, Stalks, dead. Like, oh, really? They died off screen. Okay. Like, that's just disappointing, you know? And then, like, they introduced Krauser, which is a good character. I like Krauser. But, like, in this game, at this point, we don't know who the fuck Krauser is. Like obviously, Leon knows who he is. There's a history there, but it's like, why is it not working? But, like, we don't know who he is. Why the fuck should we care about Krauser when we don't know who the fuck this man is? That's why I love in the remake, Like we see at the beginning, like you see Krauser training Leon. Like we get that there's something there. We see Krauser early in 4 Remake. He kills Louise, not Sadler killing Louise. And like there's more there. Like they build up the tension between Leon and Krauser. Then when you kill him at the end of 4 Remake, like it's good. And Krauser doesn't see Ada, so we don't get the undermining of Leon killing Krauser that you do in 4 OG because Ada kills him in separate ways. But in the remake, that doesn't happen. Leon definitively puts that knife in Krauser's chest. He's dead. GG's. Wesker takes the body. All that. It's like, why should I care about Leon and Krauser when I don't know who the fuck Jack Krauser is, you know? No, I just don't care about 4. It's fine. It gave me 5. I love 5 more, so thank you, RE4, for RE5, I guess. But, eh. And then Revelations. Revelations is fine. I used to not like this game that much. It used to be, like, honestly down here, really. Like 3 years ago. But, like, it's okay. I don't care about Keith and Quint. Their sections could just be cutscenes. Like, they add nothing to the story whatsoever. Raymond looks stupid. Jessica, I like Parker. Out of all the new characters they introduced in Rev 1, I really like Parker. I think he's pretty decent. Wouldn't mind seeing him again in the future if he still goes to the BSAA. I never read on Twitter. Yeah. 4 Remake did improve on so much. Yeah, Rev 1's fine. It was a DS game originally. I never played the DS version. I'd like to though. Like it's fine. A bit long, a bit convoluted with the story jumping back and forth between different, you know, times, but it's fine. And then, yeah, I don't know, Village, it used to be up here for a while, but especially like 9 definitely doesn't help its case, but Village is just kind of there. Like, I wasn't excited for it. I pre-ordered it, you know, I got the collector's edition, I got it day 1, all that. This game came out a couple months before I started streaming, so this actually was the second game I ever streamed, but, like, I just didn't care about Ethan. This game left such a sour taste in my mouth. Like, finding out that this game is going to be a sequel to, like, Ethan's story, I just was not fucking interested. And then what we were shown in trailers, you got vampire women, you got fucking werewolves. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Obviously, you know, it's explained. We know why now everything is how it is. But, like, it's just still a weird game. I like Heisenberg. I think Heisenberg probably should have been in the game a bit more. I think the game should have given you a multiple ending, like, choice, and have you choose the side of Heisenberg, and then he could be like your final boss. Like, he could be the bad ending, but then, like, you kill Miranda with him, and then he just kills you and takes the kid, or you fight him and then he kills you. You know, they could have done something cool there with like with multiple endings in Village. Don't know why they didn't, but whatever. I like Chris. It's a shame you don't see Chris much in the game, even though he's the poster boy here. The music's decent. There's some tracks that are pretty good, especially the Village of Descent. I think it's what it's called, Village of the Descent. Like Chris's theme. Like that's a good theme. I do like that the final boss is a final boss. I don't like 7's final boss. Like, it's on rails. Like, you just shoot at Evelyn, GG's, it's done. This is an actual proper multiple phase boss fight, and I like that a lot. But, like, the whole Lady D thing as well doesn't help. I'm so sick of Lady D. I get why people simped over, oh, a tall woman, big tits, big ass, ooh. But, like, she's just a nothing character. She's barely in the game. I just don't understand why, like, she's just being used in marketing and just, when, like, she's just a one-off character. We're never gonna see Dimitrescu again. Like, why is Capcom and everyone just so obsessed with her? Grace should not have gotten a Dimitrescu in. It should have been Alyssa's red suit or something from Outbreak, you know? That's the thing too, like, you play this game, and like, when I first played it, Like there were so many things I looked at and went, okay, this could be an RE4 remake, because I think that at this point there were rumors about RE4 remake, but obviously we didn't know yet. Like I can just like I was playing like, yep, that's an RE4 remake. They could reuse that asset. They could do this. They could do that. And then 4 remake gets announced 2 years later or a year later, and it's like, oh, Village was a testing ground for 4 remake. Okay. It should have been Alyssa Cosmetic, or even Claire would have been kind of funny. And there's an order in the tier. There's an order in the tier. Yeah, there's an order. But yeah, Village, it's fine. But ultimately, 9 fucking squashes it. Should have had more Chris. Don't give a shit about Ethan. RE7. Actually, no. No, you go down there. I don't like you. I think that's good. Dead Aim is a it's an interesting game. It's technically Gun Survivor 4 in Japan. Well, wait, it is Gun Survivor 4. Heroes Never Die is a Japanese name. Yeah, I never play Village. There's just no reason to. And like the replayability, it's there, but Mercenaries was half-assed when they first released it. How could you have a Mercenaries mode and only have Ethan be the character for like 14 months? Like, bruh. Like, yeah. But yeah, Dead Aim, it's essentially poor man's RE4, but it came out first, which is funny. This game came out, this came out, I can always forget if this is before Outbreak or after Outbreak, but this came out before RE4. But like it's a weird one. It's a very short game, but you got an outbreak on a ship. It has a very cool boss, like final boss design. Morpheus's boss form is pretty cool. Well, the first phase. It puts G and T virus together, which is a pretty unique thing that's never revisited again in the franchise. Has no music, pretty much. It's very atmospheric, very ambient sound. But like it's not that bad. It's something that you should at least try once, and if you like it enough, play it again. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Mercenary mode. Yeah, that's how I've seen them. Like RE9, like it just you see so much shit, like so much things they could reuse in future remakes. RE4 remake, like how you have a lot of Luis when he wasn't really in the original. Like I saw that as I'm testing like testing partner AI for RE0, for Code Veronica, for RE5. Like they were 100% testing that in this game for this remake, probably this remake. Maybe this remake. Maybe they're gonna make it so like Barry or Rebecca are with you a bit more. Maybe. Like, yeah. Yeah, the save theme's good. It has a good save theme. Yeah. Survivor 2. It's a very short game, but it does have extra modes. It has dungeon mode. It has like a cockroach mode kind of thing. That makes you happy. I just don't really care for them that much. That's a very quick and fun speed run. Like I can beat this game in like 13 minutes in arcade mode. But as it says Code Veronica, so it's canon in a weird way. Claire's having a nightmare about the events of Code Veronica. She's with Steve. You go through rooms, you go through areas from that game. You encounter enemies from that game. The Bandersnatch, Nosferatu, Alexia, the Spider. Even though Claire never sees it. The music's good. It does reuse some tracks from Code Veronica, but there are some original tracks that sound like they're from Code Veronica, which is really, really cool. It's a weird arcade game. It didn't come out on PS2 in America. I don't know why Americans didn't get this game on PS2. But like it's fine. Yeah, like Dead Aim. Like I'd say it's a one and done, but if you like it enough, then play it again. It's fine. I don't know. I mean, this game in general is pretty primitive when you compare it to like 4 and Requiem, even Village. It's just this game's just there. I don't know. Operation Raccoon City. So I got this game a month after it came out. This was a game I got for my 15th birthday, 16th birthday. However old I was in 2012. 2012, however old I was, it was that birthday because I got a 360 for my birthday. This is a game I got for the 360. Similar with RE6 actually. Like I wasn't on the internet much. I didn't know you could go on the internet, look up a game, and see reviews, see cheats, hints. Like I did not know that. I was pretty fucking ignorant to that shit, I guess. So like I played this. I liked it a lot. It's buggy as shit. There's some issues there, but this game is fun. I've never played it with people, but this game is fine. Like, it's a cool, like, what if scenario. What if you were the bad guys? You encounter Leon. What if you killed Leon? What if you saw Sherry, Claire? Like, it's not canon. It was cool. Sort of a... Probably is unconventional, but at the end of the day, it's my list, and I truly love the series, and I play every single game. There's some I enjoy more. Like, I know people be mad that 4's down here, and then Survivor's there, Gaiden's there, Zero, Code Veronica, but, like, it's my fucking list. If anyone has a problem with it, make your own fucking list. Show me. Like, you know? Like, I think it's fine. It's my opinion. There's some games I like more than others. And, like, I'm not one to judge games unless they are like this game. But yeah, like I liked it. It's a bit rough to play now because I'm kind of stuck on playing it on PS3. My PS3 fucking hates this game. But it's fine. It has decent replayability. The DLC, which I've only played once, the Spec Ops DLC, is very fucking cool. I did enjoy it a lot. You get to see Carlos, Jill, you fight Nemi, like different from the main game's fight. The final boss took fucking forever. I remember the final boss in that DLC being very tedious, but this game is fine. It's fine. Something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, DLC weapons were busted. It's fun. I've only played this game by myself. It's fine. RE7, and this game used to be down here. Like, I hated this game for a while. That kind of eased up on it a bit. I just didn't care for Ethan. I don't like first-person games. I didn't like that, like, it felt so disconnected from the other games. It is. The only, you know, there's little tiny things. You got the Alyssa file. You got the Arklay Mountains painting, and the Clive O'Brien, like the director of the BSAA from Rev 1. Like, you find his book in the Baker house. Like, there's little Easter eggs, little tiny things. But then they're like spin-off games, so it's like your average RE fan at the time might not even fucking know who Clive O'Brien even is. They won't know who Alyssa Ashcroft is, so it's like, you know, it's whatever. But Jack Baker is definitely the best thing about this game. 100%. And like, and just in recency as well, like in the RE community, this game has become a meme, you know, nice car, Ethan, and Lucas. Like, there's a lot of memes coming out of this game, which makes me not hate playing it. I enjoy speedrunning Not a Hero and End of Zoe. Especially End of Zoe. That mode is fucking fun. That's a really fun DLC. Yeah, Umbrella Corps, it is the worst game in the series. Like, it is. But it got me Twitch partner. So, I can't hate Umbrella Corps. It's the reason I got the tick next to my name on Twitch. But yeah, I just didn't care about the story. I didn't care about Mia. Ethan, like, he deliberately doesn't have a personality. The devs did say that, like, it's intentional. But I hate that they did that because then you have a character with no character. Why the fuck am I supposed to care about Ethan and Mia when, like, there's no effort put in to make me care, you know? The boat section, we all know is shit. Playing as Mia is shit. Just Like, yeah, I don't hate it anymore, but it's still not my favorite. It would never be my favorite. Yeah, bring back the Power Glove, right? Yeah. And then yeah, we got Air. So Umbrella Corps, yeah. Back in August 2024, we were doing RE month. My sub goal for that month was to play this. I think it was like 60 subs or some shit. It was met on I think the 18th of August. I streamed it, played it for the first time ever. That was a 3-hour stream. No raids, average 81. That was all I needed to unlock Path to Partner, and here we are. This game is dog shit. It has decent music, but it's very out of place for an RE game. The environments are fine. At that point, you know, you got like the village from RE4, the village from RE5, which is very different from the actual game. But you got that. You got outside the RPD. You got inside the RPD. You got the Spencer Mansion. Like, pretty decent environments for the game that it fucking is. But weird camera position from where the gun is. The gun's like right to your face as well, which doesn't seem realistic. That'd probably fucking kill you. The voice lines are iconic. There it is. This one's mine. Sample obtained. It's kind of become a meme. At least here it has. It's supposed to be canon, which doesn't make sense location-wise, but it's meant to be canon. They shitty games for proving channel. Yeah, if you're so close to Twitch partner, if you're one stream away from unlocking, you know, the 12 streams, just play Umbrella Corps. There you go. Life lesson. Play Umbrella Corps at least once on your channel. Reverse. I don't have a lot of time in Reverse. Reverse. Where are ya? Yeah, I got 3 hours. I got 3 hours in Reverse. Before they shut it down. It could have been a fun thing if they built upon it, but they just kind of, you know, released it as is. Yeah, you got like the Wolf Squad and did add some stuff. Like the costumes are cool. I love and hate that we got RE5 Jill, we got RE6 Ada, we got RE6 Leo, we got fucking all these cool skins that are forever stuck in Reverse because you can't even put the game on anymore. Hey, what's up? Platinum Umbrella. Like it's a shame that they didn't like port the bonus content from this game into like the other games. Like it's so fucking weird, but they never did that. But like, from the 3 hours I played, it was okay. I played mostly with chat with like Paulie. I think other people. Panda, did I play with you, Panda? I don't remember. I played with like the community. I remember before the server shut down, I did one stream of it, like an hour. Why is it down there? I'll go over it again, don't you worry. Yeah, you Shonen, I think someone else. And that's a thing too, right? This game and Resistance have a lot of cosmetics for Jill. Why weren't they put into RE3 Remake as DLC? Why? RE3 Remake's missing fucking like more than half of fucking costumes. Why couldn't we just port these ones into there, port these ones into there, and then there you go, problem solved. She has the Alice looking one, she has the Claire one, she has the RE5 one, she probably has another one in Reverse, I don't remember. Like, why couldn't they do that? Make separate ways? As if Capcom couldn't just like take the game, the code or whatever the fuck, and just did it themselves. Like as if. I refuse to believe that. My interns? It must have been. But no, Reverse is okay. Just should not have really come out. Because why did they do that? And then yeah, like I've already kind of gone over this, but worst remake ever. Do you love it? Play RE3 OG Epitaph, please, whenever you can. This game is good. RE3 OG's fucking pog. They should pull through. Like, they should. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to a Mercenaries game today. Like, RE4 Remake Mercenaries, but with every single, like, RE engine character. I think that'd be fucking sick. But I imagine if I had played this, it probably would go in air. And in Resistance, probably air too. I know it's just like DVD, but RE. Could fix camera. That's okay. Again, it's not for everyone. But nah, like, again, I love this game. I love 3OG, top 5. This game, I'd want that so bad. It'd be fucking cool, right? Just, if you look at the game not as a remake, it's okay. I just hate that it's super linear. The game is just pushing you to the end. There's fuck all backtracking. No live selection option. There's no RNG when it comes to enemies and locations and cutscenes. There's no Gravedigger. Nemesis doesn't drop 6 or 7 items. He just drops like 4 or some shit. He's not chasing you with the rocket launcher for the whole fucking game. He becomes a dog too soon. There's no clock tower. There's no dead factory. There's no cemetery. There is no Barry. There's no RPD as chill. There's no freeze rounds. There's no cool gunpowder crafting to make magnum ammo, freeze rounds, grenade, freeze, fucking flame, all that shit. There is no cool item drops from Nemi. Yeah, he drops some weapon parts. Ooh, in the original he drops fucking gun parts and you make 2 fucking guns. You make guns with his item drops. There's no epilogues. There's no reason to play RE3 Remake ever fucking again unless you want to try Inferno and Nightmare and all that shit and get the platinum. Like, it's just the fact that they couldn't get like 6 PNGs or 8 PNGs, whatever it is, and just have text saying, oh, Carlos is doing this, Jill is doing that, Claire's over here, Sherry's over there. Why couldn't they just do that? Why couldn't we get epilogues, man? That would have been cool, you know? And, like, I just hate that you can't go back to, like, Dario. And, like, in the original, you don't have to. Like, you can choose to go back to see what's happened to him. You can go back there, stuff's different. But, like, why? Like, why does the game just shove you to the next area? Why can't I backtrack? Why can't I explore Raccoon City? So, hi, show. This shonen section. Like, it's just trash.
Help me, Leon!
This game makes me so mad. When I first played it, like, I was in denial. Like, I stayed up to midnight to play this game. And, like, maybe Shell will tell you. I remember he woke up to go to work in the morning. It was like 5 a.m. And I already beaten the game. And I'm pretty sure he was like, you already beaten the game? Like, yeah. A brand new game that for me cost actually like $340 because I got the collector's edition. A game that cost me $340 or $400 or whatever should not be being beaten in 3 hours and 43 minutes on the first playthrough. With lack of sleep, pulling an all-nighter, playing by myself because I wasn't streaming in 2020. Like, that's fucking abysmal. Brand new games that cost over $100+ in Australian money should not be beaten in under 4 hours. Like, come on. Hi. Like, for comparison, so 3 hours, 43 minutes. RE7 took 7.5 hours. Village took 8 hours. Code Veronica, I think 10 hours or 16 hours or some shit. 4 remake, 10.5. Requiem, 8.5. 2 remake, Claire A was 5 hours. Leon B was 4 hours, so 9 hours for RE2. Like, how can you go from 9, 8, 7, 8, and it have that be 3 hours? I guess living up to the number in its fucking title, I guess. It's fucking, you know? They all seem to be. The thing I have noticed, like 7 hours for RE7, 8 for 8, almost 9 for 9. Almost seems intentional, unwillingly. That's the thing too, Psychic. Like, yeah, so you play 2 remake, right? You see Mr. X, he's a lot better than he is in the original game. I remember being so fucking excited, thinking like, what if we did get an RE3 remake? What if Nemesis is like Mr. X, but better, more relentless and all that? And then we get to 3 remake and it's like, how the fuck is he worse than Mr. X? That should not have, like, that should not have been the case. It should have been the opposite. Like, it's supposed to be in the fucking law. Like, I don't hate that you see Nemesis straight away. I think it makes sense. If he's sent to kill you, why is he not, like, after you immediately? But at the same time, you do that and you remove him killing Brad. Yes, you have Brad bite Marvin, which I do like. And it gives us some context for Leon in RE2 Remake and the Marvin conversation. But why would you eliminate the most coolest thing that Nemesis does in the original just to have Marvin, like, Brad go, sorry, and then, like, why would you eliminate that? Nemesis does not kill a single STARS member in RE3 Remake. He doesn't kill anyone. He's a failure. In the original, he kills Brad. He almost kills Jill, but he kills Brad. In the remake, he just kills civilians. He just kills innocent people on the train. That's it. He doesn't even kill Brad. I would have loved to. It would have been great. Yeah, a normal zombie bites him, and he like, you know, we see him turn in real time. But it's like, that should not have been the case. Jill should have seen him. If anything, it should have been Jill that witnessed Brad bite Marvin. Why is Carlos in the RPD again? Why do we eliminate a massive world lore build potential? Like, why did we remove that? Just to have Carlos be in the RPD and go, there's a weird fucking door. Like, ooh, funny, so funny. Like, why did we do that? Why did we eliminate what could have been the best part of the fucking game? Just to have Carlos be in the RPD. Like, for real. Like, why did we do that? Like, I think everyone was looking forward to being Jill in the RPD. The holes in the wall. We all fucking theorized that was Nemi. And it wasn't even Nemi. It wasn't even fucking him. It was fucking Carlos. Like, what the fuck, game? What the fuck, Capcom? You know? I just hate it. I hate RE3 Remake. But yeah, I didn't hate it at first. Over time, I started to, because 4 Remake comes out. This game is fucking perfect, has everything in it. This is before Separate Ways came out. Pretty much has everything in it. Some stuff is missing, but I don't give a shit. This game is fun. This game is good. Okay. Then I'm streaming at I start streaming end of 2021 and blah blah blah. And then Separate Ways comes out, and it costs $15 in Australia. It took me about almost the same amount of time to beat Separate Ways as it did to beat RE3 Remake. A DLC that costs $15 compared to a full game that cost me $400. How am I beating DLC the same amount of time as a main game? How, chat? How? For some people, Separate Ways was longer than RE3 Remake for them. Like, that shit's fucking insane. So you go for a remake that starts to make me hate this game. And then over time, I play all the other games and I really decide, yeah, nah, fuck this game. Then RE9 comes out and you're Leon in Raccoon City in daylight. You're going through Stagler. You go through so much of the town. That should have been what Jill was doing. But lol, fuck Jill. Fuck the fans. Fuck RE3 OG fans. We're just not going to have that at all. So, like, you can view Leon being in Raccoon City as an apology. It probably is, but it's too late for me. It's too fucking late. The damage has been done. This game deserves to be, like I said, nuked, buried in the ground with cement, and have the planet blow up when the sun blows up. Yeah, like the Raccoon City stuff in this game really solidified. Like, I already hated this game, but this game has made me hate it beyond more than I could ever thought I could hate a game. And I hate The Last of Us Part 2. I think I like The Last of Us Part 2 more than RE3 Remake. And like Shell will tell you, I fucking hate The Last of Us Part 2. I hated that game. That game makes me so mad. But I'd rather play that for eternity than play this fucking absolute piece of trash ever again. Things are 4 on RE9. Like, it shouldn't have been the case though. It should have been... This game had the potential to be the best remake in the series. If it was done right, and it wasn't done right, you know? Should have put Part 2 from your memory. I don't love it. You stop that. Village is the best view, and that's okay. Hey, what was a joke? Not cut out all the junk. I see you, Avatar. There are similar gameplay stuff in RE9 to Last of Us. I thought it. That's not a bad thing. But I don't know. I've been ranting for an hour. I need to leave in 10 minutes. Actually, yeah, no, I need to go. But this is my list. Fuck RE3 Remake. Code Veronica is the best game. I fucking love it. I love 4 Remake. I love Requiem, 3 Nemesis, Outbreak. These are my top 5 games in a series. And then 1 OG, 0, RE2 Remake, RE5, Rev 2, RE2 OG, Gaiden, Outbreak File 2, Survivor, RE1 Remake, Brother Chronicles, Darkside Chronicles, RE6, RE4, Revelations, Village, Dead Aim, Survivor 2, Operation Raccoon City, RE7, Umbrella Corps, Reverse, RE3. Why is it not S tier? Why is it not a good game? Why? If it was a good game, then maybe. Maybe, Mare. Maybe it would be there. But yeah, this is my list. I play every single game in the series, minus 3DS, because I don't have a 3DS. I never had a 3DS. But I've seen Block play it. It's just Mercenaries on handheld. It's whatever. Resistance, I've never played it. Why would Capcom make it? Is he actually? Sure, no, you don't have to do that. But yeah, it's my list. If this makes anyone mad, go fuck yourself. You go play these games. You go make your own tier list. If you hate it, go fuck yourself. I don't know. This is assuming I put it on YouTube. Which I probably will. Maybe. I probably should. You know, if RE9, probably should put this up there. But yeah. This is my list.